What is happening, everybody? You know what time it is, you know what day it is, and you know exactly where you are. This is your Friday Night Delight. Aces Place 22 presents to you the Ace in the Hole variety show, episode 33. And we are going to do things, I don't know, we're just going to do the normal things. Gonna let people trickle on in, just kind of form a line, get in line, do something. I don't have a clue. You know what we'll do once we get into it. Got some fun stuff to talk about. We're gonna do the usual stuff of movies and toys and life and anything like that pops up here on the show. Who jumps into the chat tonight? I see we've got some people already in the chat. We'll wait till we acknowledge them. That's a good comment. I like that. So it'll be fun. Disclaimer, I'll say it again a couple of times throughout. This isn't going to be a super long show. This will probably be maybe an hour long one. At least that's what I am anticipating, only because one, I've got a nice chunk of stuff to talk about, and I think it'll last an hour. And two, this is the weekend. My daughter is back home with me tonight. She usually goes with her mom Thursdays into Fridays. So she's back with Dad tonight, and we are actually going to do some living room wrestling. She wants to get her butt kicked. She wants me to put my United States Championship on the line. Typical contender. I want your title. Well, what did you do to earn that title, punk? That's what I'm going to be saying. So it'll be about an hour, maybe a little bit over, but no more than that, because I definitely want to hang out with my daughter very, very much and do some wrestling with her because she's just freaking awesome. Like a real life toy. She's like a real life action figure. She'll play almost any type of game. You can, bury the toy for a week, come back, and it should be all right. No, don't do that. You should never do that. Partaking right now, for those who know. Got some cool, I got some all right pickups. Nothing breaking the bank this week. Nothing crazy. No oh my God moments, but a couple of things to show off that I think are worth, yapping about. Some new things out there in the world. But I hope everybody that watches this, whenever they do, I hope they are doing wonderful. I really do, because I don't like getting too much into it, but for whatever reason, 2025 has just been my off year. Everything, let's just say it. Everything that could go wrong went wrong, legitimately. From the beginning of the year of, losing my best friend, my dog passing away, to just personal issues, to needing to move, just everything in between. Shit's just been kind of, not the best, but we keep a smile on that face. We all keep coming back to each other here in this YouTube realm. A little pick me up will, help us out. And that's a big reason why I do. It's a big reason why I like doing the YouTube channel, because honestly, it is my therapy. Without this, knowing at the end of the week, I have my venting outlet, if I will, or if I may. I have that option, and I never really truly vent in a negative way where I'm just hating on life or anything. I'll vent in a sarcastic, funny, silly way, or show off new toys or this or that, and that's the fun of it all. So I hope when people come to this channel, they find a sense of comfort that I have when I'm doing this stuff. So what do we got? Going on 5 minutes. We'll give it a couple more minutes, and you know what? I think I'm ready. I just got to get my chair pulled up, and we're good to go. You're going to hear the burbly, gurgly of the BONGO. And once it's done, we'll get it going, baby. Oh dear God, that was awful. Tasted like the backside of a monkey's ass. Did I just say that on my live? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, bagosh, gabagosh. All right, lights are charged. That light on. I think we're good to go, folks. Let's prep a little bit longer here, because isn't it wild? Like, think of this. I'm not the first person to ever do it, and I sure as shit won't be the last person. But isn't it just kind of wild when you think about the era of entertainment and television, so to speak? Like, TV was the biggest deal in the world for so many of us, growing up. And now here we go. We can broadcast our own fucking basically TV show across the world without any, real constrictions, honestly, of what we can do other than, just copyright and be respectful and all that jazz. But it's just wild. It's wild to think that I'm live right now talking to other people, engaging, all that shit. It just might be the reefer talking. I might be in my stone phase right now, but it's fucking wild, baby. Wild. All right, let's do this shit, shall we? Ring a ding ding a ding a ding a ding a ding ding a ding ding. All right, folks, y'all ready for this? Oh, that's not what I wanted. All right, we are going to start the show here. 3, 2. Can we get a drum roll, please? Hey, here is your guy, Ace. Thank you all so much for joining me here at Ace's Place 22, where I'm Ace. This is my place. And this is the Ace in the Hole Variety Show, episode 33, where there are no titles, because we don't need titles where we're going. I don't know what the fuck that means, but it was something, and I ran with it. So that's what we do. We are now going to go over to the chats and say hello to everybody over there. So first up, we got my dude, absolute. Oh my God, I am so hot and sweaty. My daughter and I went and played basketball before this, and I'm just dying. But we got my dude from the biggest. Is it the biggest state? Is Texas the biggest state? I can't remember if that's the biggest one or if California. California's longer. I don't think it's big though. But my brother from Texas, TKD Bar. And then we've got the Casual Toy Collector. That's what's up. Casual with a K. Toy Collector. He's got his thing going on tonight. Check that out. We'll wait till the shout outs for that specifically. Oh, we all drinking essay? Oh shit, did I even skip that? Oh, Ace says, let's shoot whiskey. Maybe if you jump on here, TK, if you and Kaz, if I throw the link out there and you and Kaz jump in, both of you, I'll go down, I'll get the bottle of Jack, and I'll have a couple of shots. How about that? I'm a man of my word, but y'all got to show up to the party. But Casual, my dude, we got Lady Virgo in the house. Much love to Lady Virgo in Roughshod over there, or Team Roughshod is what I call him. TK again, Ultra, what's happening? He had a good comment I wanted to read because I thought it was funny. I've already trickled in. That is silly to me, and I appreciate silliness. F5 around to the couch. Bro, we're gonna be wrestling in my bedroom because it's way bigger, and the entire upstairs of our apartment is all carpeted. It's like a nice, thick, fluffy carpeting. So if I throw her down on the floor and stuff like that, she can land pretty good. But F5 in her, dude, I give her the AA, but little punk. Fumbling through the galaxy, what's happening? Hey, people, on my evening run, for listening, much appreciated. Absolutely. That's the face name. Ace in the place. That's what's up. Titles, we don't need no stinking titles. We will have Tales from the Outer Rim tonight at 8 p.m. Fumbling's Graybeard, me, St. Frank, I'm sure. Oh, for sure. I'll throw that up on the thing so they can see it, because I'm going to do that in the shout outs anyways. So there we go. We are looking at the chats right now, or one of the chats right now. This is an important chat because they are also doing a live right after this. I don't want to say immediately because I'm not going to be going all the way up until 8 p.m. tonight. But check out these guys here. I just figured out, I'm slow to the party, but I just figured out how to put all of my homeboys and homegirls YouTube links in the actual video description. I never knew how to do that. I didn't realize you could copy and paste that and blah, 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 blah. I'm stupid. Bear with me, folks. But I just learned how to do that. So I put like 6 of my personal friends and my personal favorite YouTube channels of my friends down in the descriptions. So if anybody's not, linked into them, get it while it's good, because all of it's good, baby. Everybody's doing their own content and it's excellent. It's excellente. So go check everybody out. I forget who I put down there. I put like 8 people. Blow y'all up. But we are going to do our traditional shout outs here. I got my notes. Let's go, baby. We got Roughshod Stalks, Team Roughshod. I like to call them because it is a duo where you're going to get Graybeard and you're also going to get Lady Virgo. I'm sure they are fucking sick of me preaching them, but I don't give a shit. Hype them. That's what it is. Hype them. And if you follow the YouTube stuff and you see where the little hype button is, go ahead and hype me up too. I don't know what the hell that even means, but hype me up. But hype up Roughshod Stalks channel. That shit is blowing up. I love seeing the subscription numbers just rise for their stuff because the quality of videos is getting even better. The content is good. The people are epic. So get over to Roughshod Stalks channel, like, subscribe, follow, all that good shit, man. And then we've got some new ones thrown in here into the shout out, baby. We got Transformer Joe. That's right, Transformer Joe. I have been following his channel for, I don't know, maybe the last 3 to 4 months, 4 or 5 months, something like that. I check in once in a while. I mostly see the shorts, and then that brings me into other stuff. I've been seeing some of the lives, and I've just been kind of watching. I know he's new to the channel, subscribing to me, but he's also intermingling with all the other channels here in the chat. So Transformer Joe, check his channel out. We've also got Woody222. Now, I know people are going to be like, what? But he's G.I. Joe guy. What's he doing promoting that guy, right? No. As much as he is a G.I. Joe head, he's a shell head too. He's got an appreciation for the Ninja Turtles, and funny as fuck guy. Absolutely got a very funny personality. You can check him out on correct me again, I'm already forgetting, Smoking Joe's chat, Same Time Toys, Legend series, all that good jazz. But Woody222, check out his channel. A lot of really cool stuff. The ultimate army builder. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Then we got another good friend of the channel, Derek's Wrestling Toys and Tees. I was introduced to Derek through Roughshod's channel. I've actually engaged with Derek outside of the YouTube world. Very, very awesome dude. Super nice individual. Probably one of the nicest people I've met in the YouTube world. Genuinely nice. It comes across absolutely across the screen and everything. So go check out his channel because he talks about wrestling. What else is there? There you go. And then what else? Who else? We got two more. And then two other friends of the channel, Official Sea Frost, my homeboy right here in New York, the 518. Go check him in Tokyo out. The Toss It or Frost It. I forget the dates. I need to write shit down, but I'm awful. I think he just did a live yesterday. But go check his channel out. He's always updating it and letting everybody know what's happening. So never a bad time over there. Always a good time with the family. And last but certainly least is my dude M. Where am I? M3. If that wasn't backwards. M3 Transformers Reviews. That dude is just funny. The California Fruit Nut. Go check out his channel. He occasionally will do the after party on a Friday and or Saturday. Really good dude, down to earth, always a good time as well. So those are the shout outs this week. And if you're not, if you weren't represented, fucking cry about it. Put your tears in a cup, mail them to me, and I'll drink them. Just kidding, that's fucked up, that's weird. As I drink my blood. It's actually, now you guys have seen me drink these before. The sparkling ice lemonades, I love them. This is the fruit punch one. It's my daughter's, and she told me to try it, and I don't mind it. I've had them before, but oh shit, there's a whole bunch of comments I never saw. Let me get back to the comments. So, okay, F5 around the bed. Yes, sir. No, we would be ever sick. Oh, I appreciate that. I have no idea where the hype button is. I really don't have an idea where the fucking hype button is either. The hype is on videos. Oh, not on live? You can't hype a live? Well, fucking don't hype me, man. The Ghost Viper God. That's the Grim Viper, and I'm going to get into it. The Grim Viper and the Ghost Viper are the two G.I. Joes I want, or the villains, Cobras, that I want, like, the absolute most. 100%. I love that Ghost Viper. That green is so cool. I could have him looking awesome fighting the Ninja Turtles and all that. Fuck, he's so cool looking. Yeah, and Derek is radical. Derek is a very cool dude. He does, I think it's his t-shirt, wrestling t-shirt Tuesdays. I like that because, oh, I just ripped my sock. When I was in high school, me and my friends, we would do band shirt Thursdays, where we would wear a different band t-shirt every Thursday. And so I just think that's cool. And it's something simple and it's something fun. So there we go. Let's get into the what's new. First, let me get these out of the way. There are two events coming up in my local area. One I'm going to absolutely try to go to. The second one I'm absolutely not going to. Why? Because it's tomorrow and I'm just not going to be able to afford it. If you live in the New York area, 518 New York area, upstate New York, Saratoga, Albany-ish area, they are doing the Saratoga Comic-Con, and it is tomorrow, November 22nd and November 23rd, and it is exactly like every other Comic-Con you can imagine, and it's a pretty good size one. They get about every year, I would say, in one day, you could see anywhere between 5 to possibly 7,000 people at this Comic-Con. I usually attend it every year. They usually do 2 a year. But since finding the toy show that's local to where I live actually now, and it's free for entry, and it literally offers exactly what I'm looking for. Like when I go to the Comic-Con, I traded the Comic-Con out for the toy show, and we'll get into that in a second. So the Comic-Con, though, it offers celebrities, artists, panels, events, anime, collectibles, toys, pops, comics, art, tattooing, cosplay, fun for everyone. Super Smash Brothers tournaments presented by Insane Games starts 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. on Saturday and 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Sunday. VIPs early access both days. Saratoga Springs Center, 522 Broadway, Saratoga Springs, New York. That is at Saratoga Comic-Con on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Saratoga CC on X. and then SaratogaComicCon.com. You can literally go to that website, and if you're interested just to partake and see what's going down, you can absolutely do that. They offer everything that they're going to offer in person. They advertise it on the website. This year, the last time I looked, it's very fucking cool, and yes, I would like to be there. They are going to have all the way, and go ahead and look this up, all the way from Grand Theft Auto San Andreas to Grand Theft Auto 5. They are going to have every main actor voice actor for every main character at this Comic-Con. That's fucking wild. That's wild. They're going to have the one guy that plays Trevor in Grand Theft Auto 5. He was in The Walking Dead and shit like that. So it's pretty damn cool. I've taken my daughter to this Comic-Con a handful of times. We've met Tyler Mane at it, who was Sabretooth and Michael Myers in the Rob Zombie movie of Halloween. Met William Forsythe there, Costas Mandalore, tons of different wrestlers from the Nasty Boys, Tony Atlas, fucking Tatanka, to Gene Snitsky, to the Mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart, all of them and everyone in between. And then David Hayter, one of my absolute favorite voice actors of all fucking time, from Metal Gear Solid, David Hayter. Absolutely epic. He helped write the very first X-Men movie, and I believe 2. And he was in the very first X-Men movie as a security guard that was checking on Mystique's dead body in the Statue of Liberty exhibit. Very fucking cool. I'm a big, big fan of David Hayter. I've met him twice. I've got a cameo video of him that I asked him to do here on my channel. It's very cool that he did that. So, yeah, Saratoga Comic-Con's badass. But I see someone in the chat that I want to say hello to, or 2 people. We have got, there he is, Roughshod Stalks, Graybeard in the house. Kaz, what's up, brother? And then there he is, official Steve Frost, Tokyo, what is happening, my brother and my sister? Oh, you ain't freaking late. You're only 22 minutes and 35 seconds late, man. That's okay. Hype button does show up until live or premiere is over. Shows up on the comment section. Gotta swipe over though. You know what? The hype button, it's so weird. I noticed this after I started watching your videos, Graybeard, when you started putting the hype me part in there. But I was hitting the hype button. I watch the Drew Carey show every single day. Around between 11 and noon, they put a new episode up here on YouTube, and I watch it every single day for my break at work, or if it lines up with it. But I hit the hype button for that. I don't even know why. But I don't do it for any other fucking channels. But once I started seeing yours, I was like, yeah. Like subconsciously, I was just pushing that button, having no reason or understanding. But now I do hit that hype button. I've never been able to find the hype button, and I've been looking. Yeah, like Roughshod said, it's the 2, like the little white dots where it asks if you want to, see the comments. You got to swipe over on that. Roughshod and Virgo, Kaz and Ultra Tokyo said hi. You only get 3 hypes a week. Yes. After stream, smash that hype button. That's what's up. Wait, that's kinky. That's all right, man. Hype that smash button. Smash the hype. But now that I'm done talking about the Saratoga Comic-Con, I'm going to talk about the one that I am trying to go, that I will be hoping to go to next week, and that is the Saratoga Toy Show. It is literally like 10 minutes down the road from where the Comic-Con is. Comic-Con's this weekend, Toy Show next weekend. Toy Show free. That's what Ace wants to do. If I can save money to use money in the show, that's what I'm going to do. So, but the little business card I have here is from Paco. He is the guy that runs the Saratoga Toy Show. I'm just going to name drop him now in the sticks. I buy toys, 518-894-9999, upstate New York. Find me on Facebook, NDASTIXINC. If you'd like, you can try to scan that. Maybe you got some toys you want to buy from this guy, or if you want to sell to this guy. I have no idea. But he gave me permission to record at the toy show. I would like to do that because that's fun as hell too. No guarantees if I'm going though to it or not. I'm really trying to be a good little boy and save my money for my daughter's Christmas and family and stuff like that. That's why this showcase that we're going to be looking at here in a little bit is not too extravagant. It's pretty limited, but it's still pretty fun. Trying to be a good little boy. You know what I mean? All right. So, is that it for that? That's it for that. Let's talk about some movies, shall we? So, I'm going to blow right through these. I have not seen the new Superman movie yet still. I'll get around to it. From people's reactions, it doesn't seem like it's something that, oh my God, Ace, you have to go see the new Superman, or not go see it, but you have to see the new Superman movie. But the rumor is that Wonder Woman will be making her debut in the next Superman movie, which is interesting because that's what they did basically with the Man of Steel. Well, it wasn't Man of Steel 2, it was Batman vs Superman, where they introduced Wonder Woman along with Batman. Very convoluted at times. There is this is for the Disney heads in here, or the people with kids. My daughter, 9 years old, absolutely loves the Moana movies. She likes the first one more than the second, and I completely am on the same boat with her on that one. But for whatever reason, because Disney doesn't make enough money and The Rock just can't be in enough films, they are doing a live action Moana film, because that's what Disney fucking does now. I don't even believe that the original Moana is even 10 years old at this point, and they're already doing the live action remake, not remake, but the live action version of it. You're going to get The Rock. There's a trailer for it. You're going to get The Rock to come back and be Maui like he is in the animated one. Yada, yada, yada. Trailer looks fine. Like, to me, Moana and stuff like that, those are movies that are meant to be animated. Like, that's why you made them animated to begin with. And it's just whatever. I figured I'd talk about it, throw it out there, because it's something, right? Babadook. Some Marvel. I should have kept that with that, but whatever. Some Marvel news. The next season of Daredevil is confirmed to happen, but it's also being rumored that John Berthnall's Frank Castle, or the Punisher, will not be in the next season of the Daredevil, which I guess he doesn't really have to be. It's not Daredevil and the Punisher. You really have done the Daredevil Punisher dynamic quite well throughout the Netflix and now this new Disney Plus series. I mean, the only catch-22 to that is you were building up this last season to start with the next season with Kingpin having a task force, a superhero task force, or whatever you will call it. I've got The Village on. M. Night Shyamalan's The Village. I don't know. That's a twist. You didn't see that coming. You didn't see that coming at all, did ya? Oh, you guys are great. I really appreciate this audience. You guys absolutely knock it out of the park. But if you're having a task force to take down superheroes and stuff, and the Punisher's not there, and the Punisher was basically the catalyst of this task force, it's interesting. I'm curious to see where that goes. Big news for this one. Let's get another drum roll going. Oh shit, wrong button. In Marvel news, Tobey Maguire, my Spider-Man, is rumored to be in the next Avengers movie. That is fucking awesome. That is so cool. Not only is that really cool just for the idea of like, okay, we're going to get to see another Spider-Man in another Avengers movie. It's Tobey fucking Maguire, the OG Spider-Man, coming back. I hope they don't kill him off. If they kill him off, I'm going to jump up and I'm going to punch the first kid I see in the movie theater. And then, before I get thrown out, I'm going to punch the second kid. And then the third kid. And then I'm just going to take them all with me. Because that is bogus. Don't fucking do that to me, Marvel. If you do that to me, if you do one of these things where Dr. Doom comes in and he steps into Tobey Maguire's fucking universe and kills him just for the gut wrench, I will be pissed. I will ask for my money back because that's not cool. That's not cool. You've heard the wrath of Ace. Now fucking don't do it. Face it. Supposed to be a heartbeat. And then we've got the Green Lantern TV series that was supposed to be on HBO Max has been pushed back a year from now. I was kind of looking forward to it. I like the Green Lantern. Before I talk about the last two things, let's do Harry Potter 2. Why do I mention that? Harry Potter in the Chamber of Secrets, because I am doing a review and a watch of all the Harry Potter movies from this past week all the way up till Christmas. And Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets will have a review out tomorrow for those who are interested in that. I know there's a very select few, which is fine with me. I like to trickle a little bit of interest all across the land. That way, all the little boys and girls can be like, ooh, there's something over there for me. Oh, there's something over there for me. Oh, there's a little bit over there for me. I want that reaction, right? Give me a spider web. It's going to branch out. I'm retarded. I don't know. And then a new movie trailer for the movie called Night Patrol. Go check it out. Yes, it looks a little like low budgety, but it looks good fun. It looks very good, very fun. It's cops and vampires. And you got CM Punk, the wrestler, Phil Brooks, whatever name you want to use for him. And then you've got Justin Long in it. Everybody in the world loves Justin Long. So I recommend this. Definitely go check it out. Night Patrol. I feel like they've made movies called Night Patrol a million times over. But I'm not ignoring anybody in the chat. I just can't see it right now because I got a different screen pulled up. But don't worry, we'll get right over and we'll read what you are all saying. Next up, though, is not my favorite topic. And that is, unfortunately, for those who don't know, there were 2 Ninja Turtle projects in the works. There is the Tales of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Season 3 that is on Paramount Plus. Actually, there was going to be a Season 3, but it unfortunately the other day was canceled. Don't really know why. They have a Season 2 coming out. The toys are selling really well. They have a new Mutant Mayhem. I don't know what the hell the sequel is going to be called coming out. They have a Christmas special that's going to be out in theaters this year. During the SpongeBob movie called Chrome Alone 2. Looks really fun and silly. They've got toys based on that. So I don't understand why the property is shutting the Season 3 down. It's a bummer to me because I really like the first season. I have not seen any of the second. I don't even know if it's out yet. But I'm interested. I'm gonna watch it. And then the other really worse news is there was a Last Ronin movie in the works. Now, if you don't know what The Last Ronin is, it is a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles story set in the future where all of the turtles but one have been killed. If anybody's interested or they don't want to know spoilers, I will not tell you what turtle it is. But and he travels through his abandoned city fighting Baxter Stockman and the Foot and what's left of the Foot and newer villains, and you just see basically a post-apocalyptic world. Well, the start of a post-apocalyptic world with The Last Ronin. It would have been awesome. It was going to be rated R. It was going to be live action. It was going to be exactly what, and I'm going to say this, it's going to be exactly what all the turtle haters were going to have to eat and then sleep with it, because it would have been fucking awesome. It would have been so cool. It would have gotten all the detractors that say Ninja Turtles is nothing but for kids, yada, 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 whatever. It would have been awesome. I mean, the book is great. I have the book of The Last Ronin. I even have The Lost Years, which takes place many years beyond the Turtles themselves. You could have done a sequel movie with that. I just don't understand why it got canceled. You could have different versions of the Ninja Turtle movies out there. I don't know why you couldn't do that. You can have the Mutant Mayhem ones that are directed towards the kids and even the adults adjacent, but then you could have had the absolute grown-up version of the Turtles, like the Deadpool of Ninja Turtles, the Logan of Ninja Turtles. It would have been fucking awesome, and it really annoys the piss out of me because I want a live-action turtle movie. And I want it to harken back to either the original, badass Turtles, as close to the 90s Turtles as you can get, or The Last Ronin itself would be fucking awesome. Or just take stories from the Mirage comics, something a little bit more gritty, a little Frank Miller-esque style. It would have been awesome. It would have been absolutely awesome. But that's it for my movie news. On that, let's get over to the chitty chats. All right, let's see what everybody's been saying. I only have 2 dots when I view videos, comments, and live sections. Okay, my YouTube must be broken. Bruce has it. Be good, Athel. It's a great movie, I feel. I love the DBZ homage to Yamcha. Yamcha, Wolf Bang Fist. If you don't fucking know, Yamcha is a Dragon Ball Z OG, and he gets treated and regulated to a goddamn simp asshole dickwipe. And as a kid, that used to frustrate the shit out of me because I was a huge Yamcha fan. From the first time you meet him in Dragon Ball, where he is basically a bandit with no fucks to give, he is just so cool. Wolf Bang Fist! Fucking awesome, dude. I love Yamcha. My daughter loves Moana too. Moana's cool. I'll go back to that for a second. I have no issues with Moana. I like that first one a lot. We went and saw the second one. It was okay. But a live action, I don't think we need it. Like, what are you going to do? Live action WALL-E next? Give me a live action Up. Show me the opening of Up with real people and the old man watching his old wife die, and you fucking put kids in that front row and tell me they're not going to blat their eyes out. Come on now. What are we doing? Live Lion King was really good, so I'm excited to watch them all. Live Lion King was pretty good. I didn't mind it. I liked it more than I thought. I have not seen the sequel. Not really that interested in it. But I liked Aladdin. I liked... What the fuck other ones are there that are live action? I can't remember now. But I do like a lot of them. We've been waiting forever for live action Voltron, but we get this shit instead. Voltron will be dope to see. I'm surprised they haven't done that. I'm surprised. Yeah, animation does feel like it's dying. Disney is a turncoat trader. 100%. Watch out for the red mark. Those Star Wars sequels, the hell out of the Marvel Universe. Oh, you ain't fucking kidding. I've already, I was a diehard MCU fan. Like, I was day one, gotta be there. I still am to a degree. But I'm not on, like, Reddit threads or shit like that, reading all the latest and greatest news. Yeah, I just gave you guys some stuff, but that's what pops up on my feed. So I just kind of pick at that. But I used to really deep dive into that shit, like, hardcore. I watched a movie that had CM Punk in it back, I think before he came back to wrestling, and his character reminded me a little Ash from Evil Dead. That's funny that you mentioned Evil Dead because I actually was doing. I finished season 2 of Ash vs. Evil Dead, and I was watching. I think I'm only into episode 1 of season 3. Horror in the high desert. Absolutely, he liked them a lot. I said that when you were bashing earlier. No, you're good. You're good. Age of Ultron. I haven't watched that one in a minute. Have not watched Age of Ultron in a minute. Let's get to, what are we on, the 40-minute mark? God damn, we're doing good, son. We're doing good. It's almost like I can plan this, but I really don't. All right, let's talk about some toys, right? So, I've been out. I'd say it all every week. I go to Target every single day. One, it's because it kills 15 minutes. I can watch my Drew Carey show while I'm on my phone, listen to it while I'm kind of looking for toys and what have you. So, I mean, it really does. It works out really nice. But, anyways, so I was in there a couple days ago and I started to see some of the new G.I. Joes that you guys are all interested in and stuff. I've seen the police officer one. I felt like I was going to have FOMO when I first saw it. And I was like, oh my God, I have to get it now or I'm never going to get it. He's been sitting there now steadily for a week, 4 or 5 of them on the peg. I have all the confidence in the world that I'll get at least one of them, so I'm not killing myself to get him. But he is absolutely, that cop is on my list of getting. And then I've seen, I don't know what his name is, the Scorpion Cobra, Desert Scorpion guy. And he comes with the Scorpion figure itself. Freaking badass looking. I love all of the figures that come with like a cool animal or some shit like that. That just, it's over the top and cool and silly to me, but also very like, that's why I love toys, man. You can get away with that shit. He looks very cool. I really like his design. I'm a Cobra guy more than I'm a Joe guy. I love the Cobra designs almost 100 times out of 100. And that was all I had seen at the moment. And then within the last few days, I've seen, correct me in the chat, I'm going to get their names wrong. I've seen TKD Bar's figure. Is that Mainframe? I think that's who that one was. Frank just did a video on him. And I say TKD Bar's figure because it looks like him. And I've seen the Grim Viper, which I absolutely want him. And for 25 bucks, he's coming home with me. I was going to pick him up today, but other things happened and I had to be like, no, pump the brakes, homeboy, you got to wait. So if I continue to see him, they had a few of him on the shelf. And then there was Mainframe, the Grim Viper. I should have wrote their names down. I'm terrible. Like 2 or 3 other G.I. Joes themselves. All new to me. I've never seen them in the stores before. So if you haven't seen them either, here you go. Now you know they are out there. I haven't seen Blowtorch. I don't think I saw him. Maybe he was one of the guys. I'm still waiting on that Cobra Stinger vehicle figure set that's been hanging on the top shelf at my Walmart to go on clearance. Dude, see, that's wild. I can't even in my head remember seeing vehicles for G.I. Joe at Walmarts or Targets. When they bring the G.I. Joe stuff in, it's a very small section. I did a short on it, so if you guys want to check that out, just so you can see how, like, better, explanation. But it's a very tiny little section, and they only get like a handful of the fucking figures at once. So I mean, it's literally like if you don't see them, you're not getting them. Just like WWE Legends, they have that whatever wave it is with Dusty Rhodes and Terry Taylor's Red Rooster figure. They have that display at Target on one of the end caps. I'm not even fucking kidding you. I went in there the day they were loading it up. This was like a week and a half ago, and it's still empty. Now, I've run into an individual that I used to, I'll say, work with within the wrestling business. Honestly, I worked with him. I forget his shit, but he makes wrestling figures right now. He makes like LJN style figures. But when I went into Target, when I actually picked up my Raphael Rodan Godzilla figure, he was in there. I am not even fucking exaggerating. He had 2 hand baskets full of all the WWE figures. When I say all of them on the pegs were gone, except for like the Undertaker motorcycle, the Money in the Bank ring, the like John Cena Ultimate Warrior 4-pack or whoever the fuck is in that. Dude went in there and dropped bills that day on all those wrestling figures, and I know he's gonna scalp them. I know he's gonna flip them and sell them. Like, I know that's what he's gonna do, and I hate that. I fucking hate that. It's one thing if you're buying them for your homeboys and you're like, hey, I found this for you. I'll mail it to you or come pick it up. Whatever. I do that. But when you're going there and you're buying every fucking figure before, and I'm gonna say this, before a kid can get in there and get a look at it, to me, that's a no-no. Like, I'm a weird ass type of collector. I collect like a child would collect. I want. But I'm also a grown-up that knows, as much as these toys are for everyone, these toys should be optioned out to the kids first. That's me. And here's just an example of one time over many times that I've done this shit. When, I don't have a box here, I'd show you. When the new Marvel Legos, actually, you know what? I do have a box. Hold on a minute. All right. Oh, I gotta plug my phone in or my battery. So when the new Marvel minifigure Legos come out, the mystery box or the little blind box ones come out, they come in these boxes, and then the individual package is within the box, right? So this would sit on the shelf, and then you go in and you take out the figure that, you know, is in there. I went to Barnes and Nobles. This was a few years ago when Marvel Disney Plus or whatever, however they labeled it, when they did their first ever minifigure series. I went apeshit, and I'm like, oh my God, I gotta get every single one of them. And I was buying all of them at once. Like, I wasn't feeling the bags because at the time they came in little plastic bags and you could actually feel them. I wasn't doing that shit. I was just grabbing and buying because I didn't care if I got doubles, right? So I go into Barnes and Nobles, and in the back, they had one of these boxes, and it was full of the minifigures. I mean, full of them. So my daughter was with me, and I was like, I don't give a shit. I'm buying every single one of them. So I picked up the entire box, and I walked up to the register. I saw a little girl that was a little bit older than my daughter and her mother, like, looking at me side-eyed. Not mean or negative, but like, shit. I could just read on their face they wanted these Lego figures too. As a grown-ass adult, it hit me in my heart of like, oh, I'm a dad. I'm a dad first more than I'm a toy collector. I'm a parent. And so I immediately stopped right in my tracks, and I turned right around and I held the box out. And I was like, are you interested in these? To the little girl. And she kind of looks up at her mom, and her mom looks at her, and they both look at me, and they're like, yeah. And I was like, take what you want. Take what you want. And she's like, are you like for real? And I'm like, absolutely. Take what you want out of this. And her mom told her to take, I don't even know how many she took, maybe 5. No more than 5. But she just grabbed a handful and just looked at me with these big doe eyes and was like, thank you. And her mom was like, thank you. And I'm like, I get it. Like, I get it. You know, like, I want to make a kid happy. I want them to get what they want. And it was just one of those moments, self-reflecting moment of like, wait a minute. What am I doing? And so that's just where my mindset is. So yeah, when I rush in there, or would I rush in there and knock a kid to the ground to get that last Leonardo Godzilla action figure before he did? Yeah, I fucking would, because it's the one I need. But in the same breath, if a little kid had it and I saw him with it, I would be happy, because to me, it's, I have to have it because I'm a grown ass adult that just collects them. But to that kid, that might be his favorite toy. That might be his favorite Ninja Turtle. And who am I to step in there and say, no, little boy, I want that first? So that's just my own thought on that, of how I look at collecting toys. So now that I've ranted on that and killed a few minutes, let's get into some more stuff. I was looking at Transformer toys. Oh no! I don't know what the fuck I'm looking at for Transformers. I know the characters, but the toys they look weird as toys to me. I don't know why. But I was looking at Megatron because I've said in the past that I absolutely want villains from like all the main kind of like pop culture cartoons and comics that we all kind of grew up with. So like I would love a Mum-Ra. I want Skeletor, which no, I did have a Skeletor and I got rid of him. I've got the Cobra Commander. I've got the Rita Repulsa from the Ninja Turtles. When I find the bad guy from Biker Mice from Mars, I'll get him. And Megatron. I'm like, Megatron is someone I should have. I had Grimlock when I was a kid. Like, why wouldn't I have Megatron? So I saw him. I don't really know the difference of the series of figures for Transformers. So I'm probably going to pick some of your guys' brains tonight, Kaz, on a basic but good Megatron to get. So be ready for that, fella. And then there are some new Simpson action figures that are going to be coming out. I still have some that are in stores that I have not yet found. I will eventually. It is what it is. But the new ones that are coming out, we've got Homer, Sick Homer, very cool looking figure. He looks like the regular Homer Simpson, except his skin is a little bit more like green because he's got that sick look to him. Maybe not green, but he's got that off-colored look to him. Comes with the sub that made him sick in the episode. I'm drawing a complete blank, and I knew I was gonna right at the fucking beginning of this start. I Googled it, and I'm like, I'll remember that. No, I can't. And then he's got his little blanket over him to kind of, because he's got the shivers. And then you've got Sexy Flanders. And if you don't know what Sexy Flanders is, I do believe he was created as a meme, where it is Ned Flanders in a ski outfit. And the meme is a picture of him, and he's like turned around, and he's got a big, honking ass for all the ladies to look at, or the fellas, who knows. It's a cool looking figure. I would prefer a regular Flanders first, but it is what it is. I'll get him when I see him. Then we've got Ralph Wiggum, and these are the 5-inch figures, by the way. We've got Ralph Wiggum that's going to be in the 5-inch line, which is really great. And then Mr. Burns, which I'm very, very, very excited to get. He comes with his little stash of money, the goldfish, and then Blinky. I'm pretty sure that's what his goldfish's name is. So I'll definitely be on the lookout for those. If anybody here is toy hunting and you see them, think of me. Just think of me. Be like, hey, I know a guy that would like those. So let's get over to the chat real quick. Yeah, it's the first time I've ever seen one in my Walmart, and it keeps getting moved around, and now it's on the top shelf. Interesting. I never see vehicles. And what is the regular asking price of something like that? Just because I wonder. I want to rethink that. No, yeah. My usual range for a vehicle has been like $40, $45, I think, and that includes like the tax. I'd be interested to see how much a G.I. Joe vehicle is in the wild. I think that'd be pretty cool. But let me also, and up on Amazon right now for all of us turtle heads, if there are any in here, on Amazon, the TMNT Foot Cruiser, the reissue of the Foot Cruiser from the 1989 Playmates line, speaking of vehicles, is still available on Amazon right now. It's like $40 shipping and handling all together. It's something I absolutely want. I'm not jumping to get it right at the moment because it's not something that is it's gonna be available all the time. I can't wait to get it. It is, like I said, it's a reissue of the original Foot Cruiser. I had parts of the original Foot Cruiser. I had the shell of it with the wheels and everything like that. But unfortunately, I do remember one of the wheels was locked in place for whatever reason. So it didn't drive the best. You kind of had to angle it weird. But so the Foot Cruiser is definitely something I want as a TMNT Playmates collector. I don't fucking know. I can start a sentence pretty well, but I don't know how to end them anymore. Like, brain just shuts right off. But those are all of the things that I want to talk about for, out in the wild kind of stuff. We're gonna continue. I think we got another like 15 minutes left in the chat, or not the chat, but in the live. I'm moving position right now because we're actually gonna flip the camera around. We're gonna take a look at some of the stuff I've got here. Set this up as you guys look at the top of my head, my eyeballs. We're gonna look at some toys. Oh. All right, how about that? Is that all right right there? All right. So, as I've been Christmas shopping and all that good jazz for my daughter and what have you, I've come across some pretty neat little things for myself that have been relatively cheap at, go figure, Five Below. So we are going to actually take a look at these right here in the front first. Now, this past week, I did my Turtle Tuesday video. I talked about this guy here, and then I showed these off, and I opened them, and blah, blah, blah. So if you want to really, check them out in that way, you can. And I also uploaded a video of the Flying Dutchman little Lego pirate ship from SpongeBob SquarePants. And like I said, I did a video on that. So if you want to hear more in depth on that, you go right ahead. This is just a recap of the week. So, Fugglers are pretty stupid. I'll be the first one to admit it. But what isn't stupid, right? Here is the box they came in. I found these at Five Below. Yes, they do make a SpongeBob and a Patrick one. But Fugglers are just these random little monsters. Funny, ugly monsters, if you will. And they crossed over with the Ninja Turtles. So, of course, I had to pick them up. And they are no more than just these thick, hard, plastic, little figurines. No articulation of any sort. I do like, and I said this in the initial video, I do like that the logo's on the back. It just looks really nice like that. They got little butt tons for butts. And like I said, they're just hard little plastic guys. But I got Mikey, Donnie, Raph, Leo, and that's it. Oh, Mikey's dead. So there you go. There's all four of them. We'll do a little hello ski. Hello ski. And then here is the Flying Dutchman little SpongeBob Lego set. I got this because I'm a fan of SpongeBob. I have an appreciation for him. But the Flying Dutchman is my absolute favorite character in SpongeBob. I just think he's a silly little shit. And his pirate ship is iconic in cartoon history. So it's very cool. Came with a little pirate SpongeBob little figure. But I'm going to try to figure out how to put this in my Lego City at some point, make it look like it's just kind of floating through. I think it'd be pretty damn cool. So. Trying to figure, there we go. So we are actually going to get rid of these guys. SpongeBob, ahoy matey, bye-bye. Now it's time. Everybody, all aboard. Absolutely. This is so cool. I really, really dig this. Now, if you don't know what this guy is here, other than it's Shredder looking ridiculous, and that is exactly what this action figure is all about. This is from what is the episode? Turtles on the Orient Express, season 7, episode 10 of the original 1988 or 80, yeah, 88 animated series, where Shredder takes over a train and he takes the conductor's outfit and wears it, and that is exactly what this figure is. A couple of weeks ago, maybe a month or so ago, New York Comic-Con was happening and they were doing all sorts of crazy things, and the NECA store, the NECA company themselves, were doing a exclusive action figure giveaway sale. I don't know how you want to say it. And that was this guy right here, the Train Track Takedown Shredder. Before I open it and you guys see the ridiculousness of it, again, this was an exclusive on their website for like 4 or 5 days. I was immediately in love with it and ordered it, and it just came in last week. I talked about this on Turtle Tuesday. I don't know if I'm going to open them yet. Let's take a look. And there he is. Look at this guy. He's got his little bandana on so he can go rob the train. He comes with an extra head, the one with or without a bandana. Awesome. I love the coloring, and even in the cartoon, you can see his pant legs are a little too short. You can see the blades and his shin guards are sticking out. That is exactly how it was in the cartoon, because this outfit was a little too small for him. Now, I know a lot of reasons that the NECA TMNT collectors want this figure specifically is because of this accessory here, these arms. Now, usually arms are not an accessory. Hands are your accessory. But as we take a look, these are molded crossed arms. They go, there we go. You pop these arms out and you switch those ones in, and it gives them this menacing pose. And if you have the new Ultimate Shredder from the animated series right there, you can actually switch his arms out and give him these crossed ones too, to make him look even more menacing. That is Temptation at its fullest right there. I absolutely dig it. And we can see Shredder with his needle type sword. He's got, I don't know what the hell the name of this thing is. It's a bomb. I'm just going to call it a bomb. And there he is again with it. But this Shredder is awesome. He's got his little stopwatch. There are some imperfections I've noticed, and I mentioned this in the initial video as well. Those are kind of folded in. He's got weird penguin-y feet, but they can get rotated in. And his mask isn't exactly lined up with his face, so it looks. But that's a toy for you. Nothing is perfect. And if we start complaining that, oh, my toy doesn't look the way I want it, well, then stop buying toys, because they're not making them exactly the way you want it. Little word for the wise. But there you go. The Train Track Takedown Shredder from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles animated series. Yes, yes, yes. This is a real cartoon. Like, he looked like this in the episode. And you actually have Bebop and Rocksteady as bellhops or ushers. I think they'd be ushers on a train. So I'm waiting for NECA to make them in those outfits, because they definitely have love for Bebop and Rocksteady with all their different outfits. So those would just be great to have too. So there we go. That is the look at that. Now, before we end the live, before we come to our conclusion, I'm going to read some of these comments first. I think it's cool as fuck. Yeah, dude, the Train Track Shredder is dope. I love it. It's goofy. It's exactly the epitome of what that Ninja Turtles cartoon was. I know it's not for everybody, but that is exactly why I loved watching it, was because it was so silly and just goofy. What are we talking about in the game? I think I went too fast and I lost what we were talking about. Wasn't he in the game? I get that whole image there. There we go. Turtles in Time, baby. Shredder. Yeah, but what video game? And this one here? In the train suit, maybe in a game he wore, but definitely Turtles in Time, he might, I don't think he was wearing it. He might have been wearing something like that. But I definitely know in the episode, he was wearing it because, like I said, they take over a train and they just put that displacement bomb or whatever the fuck it is on there. But it could have been. I mean, because we got the train here. I know on the train, in this specific level, you fight Leatherhead when you're on the train. You fight Bebop and Rocksteady when you're on the pirate ship. I don't know. I'd have to go back and play it again. I honestly don't even remember. Because then you fight Krang by the Statue of Liberty, or he becomes a Statue of Liberty. Something along those lines. But the last thing I'm going to talk about, I'm going to show off here, is one of my most favorite pickups in a while. So there is a YouTube channel called Toy Shiz, Toyshiz. I've mentioned the channel here before. I show their stuff in my own personal comment section all the time on my channel. So definitely recommend going there and checking out the channel if you want to know about toys. Yada yada. So how do I want to say it? His channel usually will promote like, oh man, these new deals are going on. Here's my affiliate link, blah 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 blah. And I usually try to jump at him because the shit he shows off is really, really good. So there are these 4 Ninja Turtle action figures, the original sketch turtles that Playmates made, where they gave them color. They're not the black and white versions, they are the actual colored versions, but they are based on the original sketch drawings by Eastman and Laird. These figures, and I'm going to put it right here. I'm holding on to it like what am I going to do with them? Well, here is the box for them. There are the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Original Sketch Turtles 4-pack. It contains Leonardo, Donatello, Michelangelo, Raphael, and 1 comic book. Now, when he shared this on his site, this was going for $23. With tax included, it was about $30 altogether. I think this is an amazing deal. It was only on sale for like a day or two, so I'm very happy I jumped at it because now it is up back to its original retail price of like $55. Almost $60+ for what I got for $30. Saved half. It's an amazing deal. And I'm just very, very happy. They came in yesterday. They were supposed to be in the mail today, but the package showed up yesterday, which left me super excited. We're going to open this up, take a look at what the figures look like on the inside, take a look at the comic book, and then we're going to wrap up the show. So, let's get into it. Ah, there they are. So first we'll take a look at the comic book. And this is really cool. This is very cool. This is a comic book I've wanted for a long while now. So to get it is exciting. This is the IDW 1-in-1 issue micro series Donatello Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle comic. I don't know if it's Mirage. I think Mirage did it. They had to have. Well, I mean, it's IWD, but you know what I mean. Someone knows what I mean. Somebody please know what I mean. But this is an amazing, amazing little short story here. You've got Donatello, and yes, the red is their traditional color. There's color here, but the whole thing is in black and white. And the quick story on this is there is a pencil here with this amazing little gem, and Donatello stumbles upon this individual that is called Kirby. His name is just Kirby, Kirby, and he is a comic book illustrator. Can you guys figure out who this Kirby comic book illustrator is? So Donatello comes across him in this basement of the apartment they're living in because he needs to fix the water heater because Raphael cannot take a cold shower. Donatello comes across this individual that is using this pencil and this stone to bring to life illustrations. Here, it's hard to see because of the writing, but here are some of the monsters. They're on the back that this Kirby brings to life. But in our real world, only some of these the monsters in his illustrations only stay alive for mere moments. Upon investigating, Donatello finds a portal that Kirby has created, and both of them jump into the portal. And upon being inside of this portal, all of the creations that Kirby has made are in this insane battle with one another. And Donatello and Kirby interject, trying to help the good guys in this really cool illustration drawn battle where whatever Kirby draws comes to life. He creates this cool gravity gun, gauntlet, if you will, for Donatello. It is a very fun read. And if you haven't figured out, Kirby is absolutely 100% based on Jack Kirby, the absolute famous comic book illustrator, comic book artist, alongside his partner of Stan Lee for the Marvel. And yes, Jack Kirby worked for DC as well. But this is an amazing little homage to him without outrightly saying it's Jack Kirby. You just know it is. The NECA figure line, they actually made a Kirby action figure, and I've seen him before, and I passed it up thinking I would see him again, and I have never gotten to see him again. So it's a little bit of a buzzkill. I wish I did get him. But let's take a look at the 4 turtles. Let's see. Here is Michelangelo. Now, yes, this is the original turtle sketch design from Eastman and Laird. There's a little excerpt on the back. I'll read it. He comes with this cool little crate stand that only he has, and then this ooze canister stand, which comes with a card that you can actually slip in there and use it as like a backdrop, if you will. I like this design of the turtles because it's very, very realistic. Short, stubby little turtles with weapons. It's very cool. I like them quite a bit. I'm always a sucker for the actual metal chain for Michelangelo's nunchucks. Very cool. And as we go along and look at the rest of these turtles, Michelangelo is the only one that does not have the traditional belt or strap to hold his weapon. His weapons actually get held onto by his wrists, which is an interesting look. We'll flip it around and look at the back. Here is the absolute best illustration of all the turtles in all their glory. You can see Michelangelo with the nunchucks on his wrists there, and then the rest of the turtles. Again, this is exactly what they look like. So we'll read this little excerpt here. Long ago in Dover, New Hampshire, 2 upstart comic artists passed the time making each other laugh. Kevin Eastman sketched an unlikely combination of ninja and turtle. Peter Laird answered back with his own version, and before long a new sketch emerged of all 4 teenage brothers, ready for action, and the rest, as they say, is history. It's fucking awesome. And this is the card that comes with the turtle. So they all have the same ones. There you go. And that is a tail. It's a tail. So very, very cool. There's the Michelangelo. I love the logo. Hell, even doing a movie with them based, looking like this would be a lot of fun. So there's the Mikey. Here is the Raphael. You can see that he has a spot for a sword and not just the size. Isn't that interesting? Raphael with a sword. And he does have the weapon loops, holsters, whatever, on him, on his belt. And there's his little canister as well. Raphael. And the back is the same exact thing. again, another really great image of the turtles. Now, NECA did their version of the sketch turtles where it was a 2-pack where you get basically this. I mean, you get it. You get this turtle here, and you absolutely get that turtle right there. They are black and white with the red bandanas, and they look beautiful. I will do, a different. I'll do a video at some point of all like the iterations and all the eras of the turtles for figures that I have, because now I have a nice palette of 80s, 90s, early 2000s, mid, and where we are now. So I got a nice timeline of turtles. So we'll do that at some point. And yes, these are the 40th anniversary ones. So they came out a few years ago. Now we'll take a look at Leonardo. And here's Leonardo with both of his swords. Look at those crazy handles. What in the world? But I love the battle damage. I don't know if it's battle damage or if it's just more, the sketch look there with the little black marks on it. But I really like that. Leonardo's original box. It looks really good. I really do love these turtles. Having them in hand is so much more appealing than, just looking at them online. And again, I'm thinking it in my head. One of my absolute favorite things, though, about the Ninja Turtles is, yes, they're all brothers and what have you. But between all of the toys, I love they all have their own different colored green. From, like an evergreen to more of like a forest green to like an olive green to like a brown almost. I really, really love it because it sets, all the turtles out from themselves. When they do have the color to them. So they're cool. I could go on for days. I'm a big turtle guy. What can I say? I love them. And you got Donnie's bow staff right there, and it does go around and loops in his back. They all come with little base plates, little base stands. You can see it right there. I don't think there's... Yeah, okay. And that's what, they all look like with their base stands together. A Michelangelo again on the back, or on the boxes of his. I don't think I can get all these together in one shot. No, someone's going to get blocked out. Oh, well. But there they are. They're very freaking awesome. I'm super stoked to have them. Just to add more turtles to the damn collection, y'all. That's what we do here. Turtle Mania's running wild, brothers. Oh, yeah. Oh, wrong button. With that. Turn that light off. Blinded by the light. Set up like a douche. I don't think he says douche. But that's it. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to wrap that up. I'm going to read some of these comments before we do it, though. In the train suit. Yeah, I love that train suit. Turtles in Time. Yes. Jack Kirby, you got it, Roughshod. You're a comic book guy. I'm back. Sorry, had to run along Ethernet cable to another room. That sucks. I hate. Oh my god! I remember when we had it. Fucking computer in our house. In the middle of the night, blinded by the light. I love it. Oh, wait, I'm back from my run. Start over. Start over. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Ace in the Hole Variety Show, episode 33, where I'm your host, Ace, from Ace's Place 22. And this, what you just saw before, that was all fake. None of that was real. You didn't experience anything. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think that's going to wrap it up here. I think this guy here is running on fumes. They're not the good kind of fumes. They're the 420 kind of fumes. But we have run the time that I wanted to, that allotted time of like almost an hour and a half, a little over an hour. I'm going to now go wrestle the kid. We might make a video. I might post it later. Who knows? I'm not sure. She might just want to horse around and not worry about making videos because she is just a ham cake. But Babadook. Has anybody seen the movie Babadook? I keep saying it like it's a fucking actual word. The Babadook is a pretty good Australian? I think it's Australian psychological horror movie if you've never seen it. Pretty decent. A little kid though, you want to backhand him right in his teeth. But before we go, I want to say, check out. I know Virgo already mentioned it earlier, but over on Fumbling Through the Galaxy, who's here right now, if he wants to put his the time his show starts and stuff like that, brother, please feel free, go right ahead. But they're doing their show at 8 o'clock. That's Fumbling Through the Galaxy with Professor Snape, or Severus Snape, I should say. We've got Frank Dumont-You in there, and then Team Roughshod with Graybeard and Lady Virgo. Again, always a good time with great people. Go check them out at 8 p.m. here tonight on the YouTubes. All of their links are in the description. Like I said, I just realized I could do that, and I figured out how to do it. So from now on, all of my friends, you will be in the link. So there you go. Also, tonight at 10 p.m. is the Casual Toy Chat. Flex Friday, baby. Does it look like? Do I look like I'm getting bigger? So yeah, there's Casual Toy Chat, man. Always a badass time over there as well. If TKD Bar isn't a punk essay, and if he's in the chat over at Kaz's, if he jumps in the live, I'll jump in the live, and I'll have that bottle of Jack ready, man. I'll have a few shots with the friends. We may live miles and miles apart, but that doesn't mean we can't get a little bit tipsy together. I would enjoy that quite a bit with you guys. So on that note, there you go, right there, 8 p.m. Eastern. Come on, if you come on by if you're around, my friends. Absolutely, definitely jump on over there. It's Friday night. What the fuck are any of us doing anyways, other than just bullshitting and lollygagging? So, and spend it with your friends, man. Spend it with the people. This is coming from my own personal spot. I got friends outside of YouTube and shit, but they don't give a fuck about this shit. They don't give a fuck about this. And this is me. This is my room. This is my regurgitated, vomited room. Like, this is me. You come in this room and you're gonna be like, this is Ace. This is, and when you are with people that don't really give a fuck about what you do and who you are, I don't want to say it like that because they care, but you know what I mean. It just is like, whatever. So when you're here on YouTube, or when you're talking to your friends and you're texting them, like-minded people like this, just stay with them. Stay in that little niche. Work within that circle and enjoy yourself like I do, because it's good. It's good fucking times, man. It's really good times. Whether you're watching the lives as they're happening, you're catching a premiere, you're catching a replay, you're just gonna have a good fucking time. So that's all I gotta say, man. I love promoting my friends, and I love what we do here. So on that note, I see the word war zone. My room looks like a war zone. It's taken a long time to get a room that looks presentable. Like when I was a kid, even in my 20s, I had shit everywhere, and I thought to myself, this looks epic. This looks so good. But now that I've seen how to collect, I've seen how to present from like M3 and from Frank, and seeing how people really display their shit and treat it, I've learned. So I appreciate all that. But other than that, my friends, unless you want to just keep hearing ramblings coming from the heart, this has been the Ace in the Hole Variety Show, episode 33. Oh my God, it's almost as old as I am. Getting there, folks. Getting there. I want to thank every single person that has liked the video, commented to the video, shared the video if you even have shared it, participated in chatting with me, hopping in just to say hi. It all it all truly makes this fucking goofball feel that much better day by day, knowing that there's people out there that are enjoying the silly shenanigans. Fumbling, I wanted to mention to you, I forgot. I didn't see your new Darth Vader video. I mean, I watched it, but I didn't see, like, it didn't pop up in my notifications or anything like that. So I apologize if I was late to watching that, because I like to really keep up with your stuff, because I learned quite a bit through Star Wars that I don't know, that I've watched, from the movies and shit like that. So, great video there. That was an amazing statue. Oh, and also, hopefully you're enjoying your Harry Potter movies, because I know you said you and the wifey poo indulge in them during the weekends. And that's what my kid and I are doing as well. We'll be doing the review. Blah, blah, blah. I'm ranting. I don't want to stop the video, and I don't really know what else to do. So, fuck it. It's over. We're ending it. I'm pressing it. I hope everybody has an amazing night. Get over to my friends' channels. Like, subscribe to everybody, and hype up Team Roughshod. When you're watching one of his fucking videos, hype him up. That's all I got. I love you guys, and we'll all see you soon. So, until the next time, we'll see you then.